I have just a disgusting story that I have to tell you about. We've been talking all week about the shooting in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at the Tree of Life synagogue that left 11 people dead and more people injured at the hands, at the barrel, at the end of a barrel of an extremist right-wing shooter. And in response, there have been all sorts of efforts made to reach out to the Jewish community. Local Muslim communities in Pittsburgh have raised significant amounts of money to pay for the funerals of the victims of the shooting in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. There's $1 million fundraiser, which yesterday was at $750,000 for the victims of the synagogue shooting. I don't know exactly where it is today. There have been vigils all over the country. I was just talking to some friends earlier today who attended one in Northampton, Massachusetts yesterday, starting downtown at the old home of the David Pakman Show and ending at the synagogue in Northampton, Massachusetts, and similar events all over the country. I received emails from many people who know that I am regularly targeted by anti-Semitic screeds and tirades and just messages of support. So Mike Pence, campaigning for Republicans, decided he was going to get in on the action after this shooting took place at a synagogue. And since it's the week before the midterm elections, he decided to invite one of the wackiest flavors of rabbis, and I hesitate to even really call the guy a rabbi. He's part of what's called, I call them Jews for Jesus. I think they're more properly known as Messianic Jews, and they are Jews who, unlike Jews, believe that Jesus is the Messiah. And we could talk a lot about Messianic Jews. I've even appeared on the programs. There's this guy called Michael Brown, who has a very homophobic right-wing radio show, who has interviewed me previously, and he claims to be Jewish and a Christian and a Jew for Jesus and whatever. I want to play for you the first clip. And to most of you, this ain't going to sound like any Jew I've ever heard of before, if you know what I mean, right? This guy's called Loren Jacobs, and here he is, a Jewish guy, because there was a shooting at a progressive egalitarian synagogue, and this is the guy that they find talking about Jesus.
God of Abraham, God of Isaac, God of Jacob, God and Father of my Lord and Savior, Yeshua, Jesus the Messiah, and my God and Father too. You are real, and you know everything, and you are powerful, and you are good, and you are able to hear and answer prayers. Please hear and answer my prayers now, O Lord my God. Your divinely inspired and true word tells us, unless you, Lord, build the house, the builders are wasting their efforts. They are building in vain. A political party is like those builders.
You might notice it doesn't really sound like a Jew. And instead of praying for the victims of the synagogue attack, he did pray for the Republican candidates that are running.
I pray that you would enable Vice President Pence to continue to fulfill his many and important responsibilities with excellence. I pray for Attorney General Bill Schuette, who's running for governor, for Congressman Mike Bishop, who is running again for Congress, for Lena Epstein, who is running for Congress, for John James, who is running for the Senate. I pray for them and for the Republican Party and its candidates that they would honor you in your ways, that you might grant them victory in this election.
This is a message, okay? This is a way to kowtow to the Jews and allies who are willing to support Republicans without alienating the extremist base, which is often anti-Semitic. You bring a Jew for Jesus. And to be very clear, I don't care about the religious views here, okay? I'm Jewish by community. I'm Jewish by culture. I'm Jewish by ethnicity. I'm not religious. This is not about the believing of Jesus to be the Messiah. Jews are mostly liberal in the United States. In 2008, it was either high 70s or low 80s% voted for Obama. Okay, this is one of the most liberal voting groups in the country. The synagogue that was shot up, where 11 people died and more were injured, was a progressive egalitarian synagogue. To say, okay, Jews were shot, let's bring a rabbi and bring this guy to pray for Republican candidates is disgusting, and these people have no shame. They are vile, disgusting, and depraved. And this is, you know, Pat, how we've been talking about those signals. It's another wink, wink, nod, nod moment that, yeah, we're with the Jewish people because they got shot, but we're bringing a Republican Jew for Jesus who has almost no shared traits whatsoever with the majority of the Jewish community in the United States. And it is a pandering attempt, and it is absolutely vile. And as a non-Jew, Pat, do you get why it's so disgusting, or does it just seem like, Jew's a Jew? I don't know.
Well, I wasn't familiar that there even are Jews for Jesus. I thought Jews for Jesus were just Christians, and that if you accept Jesus as the Messiah, then you're a Christian. So this is all very new to me, and it's astonishing how the Trump people were able to mess this up. It seems like a slam dunk. You just invite some run-of-the-mill rabbi, right? Someone who's going to give a speech that's apolitical and who in some ways matches with the ideology of the people at that synagogue who were shot up, and they managed to mess it up. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and I would actually argue that they may not even see it as messing it up. I mean, I think that they did it deliberately. And to make this even worse, the Messianic Jews are denouncing this particular guy. Apparently, Loren Jacobs was stripped of his ordination by the Messianic Jewish movement 5 years ago. They got a fake Jew. You can't write this stuff. And I haven't said that for a while. Send me your thoughts. I'm on Twitter at @Pakman. Been mixing it up a lot on Twitter lately. Not sure if you've noticed. Also, the program is on Twitter at David Pakman Show. Follow us. Quick break. Big show for you today. Today's show was made possible in part by simplehabit.com/Pakman. At this point, the benefits of meditation have been pretty clearly shown to be significant. And that's why I'm so excited that Simple Habit is sponsoring the show, which is a guided meditation app that just won the 2018 Google Play Award for Best Well-Being App. I use the app myself. All you need is 5 to 10 minutes a day. Simple Habit lets your brain go on a quick vacation that it very likely really needs. Maybe you've been thinking about giving meditation a try. You don't know where to start. Simple Habit is really the perfect way to just jump right into it. Great for beginners, equally useful for people with meditation experience. They've got quick meditations for first thing in the morning, for falling asleep at night, for clearing your mind when you're stressed, meditations for decision making, for getting motivated, getting focused, getting creative. Hundreds and hundreds to choose from. They're designed and recorded by well-known names in the world of meditation and mindfulness. And you can track all of your progress. So whatever time of day it is, whatever mood you're in, there's probably a meditation on Simple Habit that's perfectly suited for whatever you're trying to accomplish with meditation. Go check it out. You can try it free for 7 days at simplehabit.com/Pakman. I've put a link underneath this video.